Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this AFK journey video. So in this AFK journey video, we're going to talk about Relentless Rumble Brawl 2 with my free-to-play account. So Brawl 2 right here features the Maplestory Mushroom, Hoppy Shroom right here. So 2 skill, Ultimate, Mushroom Toxin, AoE damage with reduction in enemy's movement speed, which is your team's movement speed. And then for the second skill, Fungal Catapult, when attacked, gain immunity to damage and flashes to the furthest enemy, knocking them into the air for 1 second and reducing the attacker's movement speed by 70% for 2 seconds. So this effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds and unable to use when immobilized, silenced or stunned. So you want a little bit of control, silence or stun to reduce the impact of this skill, but in most cases this skill will most of the time go through, so you did rather just focus on as much damage or as much survival to push through your damage in general. So that's with regards to this Hoppy Shroom. So ultimate itself gains more damage once you reach the later Q thresholds, so around that 50 plus 60 plus Q threshold for you to get this part. Okay, and then last but not least, there's this foresight buff which increases 1000 initial energy every 3 enemies. So yeah, this skill is going to go through no matter what, so you need quite a fair bit of, I'll say, sustain to survive through all this AoE skill, all this AoE damage from here. And then you want to have as little melee units as possible, because your melee units will get their movement speed reduced by 50 unless you're using the likes of Harak or Seth that bounces around without like much care for their movement speed. Then obviously things will be different. So that's with regards to the skills of Hoppy Shroom. Now for this boss fight over here, you will need at least 50 kills right here to secure maximum reward. So let me claim all rewards from Brawl 2. So my best team with the updated Dragon Roar spell right here is the Pheromore plus Tarsi combo. So Pheromore does a fair bit of damage, Tarsi as well on the AoE spectrum with control, which will be able to negate some of the Fungal Catapult ability by slowing the Hoppy Shroom down. So the brand new Dragon Roar spell right here gives you attack percentage, which is very beneficial for true damage based Pheromore, as well as damage reduction to increase your team's survival. Additionally, the stats that it provides is very versatile, attack, haste, as well as HP percentage, which are all really good. So that's that. And then for the support side, Smoky, Coco, as well as Twins as usual. So if you don't have any of this healers, you use a healer from another faction, right? You can use Hewin or Damien. If you don't have Coco, you can use Hugin for the shielding as well as damage reduction. So there are, I'll say, a good amount of substitute for it. And let's say if you don't have that many supports built up, then just throw in a Lily May to maximize your damage before your whole team falls right here. So that will be the field substitute for this team. So for this one, with all the different damage reduction, with all the heals as well as the control from Tarsi, we are able to push through to 60 kills really consistently. Usually the kill threshold for this fight is around the 51 kill for most of the other teams, but for this team it's like minimally 60. So it's a very consistent team. There is some RNG factor like the spawn location and the spawn timing of the Shroom, and then the interaction of the spawn with Tarsi's ultimate right here. But in general, a pretty consistent team in terms of controlling damage with the heal and the damage reduction inbuilt into the whole team right here. Okay, so Tarsi is really amazing for this boss fight, cause the sleep and the mini stun from the second skill is so good. You can stop the Shroom mid-air, as you guys can see right here. So for this one, we're able to get a max of 70 kill, but for this fight, I think we might not be able to get there. Okay, we should be able to do a 68. Okay, but not a 70 kill, but this is for the very first team, the one that netted 70 kill for me. Okay, so this is the damage distribution. So if your RNG is a little bit better, I think 70-71 shouldn't be a problem. So this is the ranking right here. Now for the second team, you can obviously still use your Shemira and Bonnie duo as well. So Shemira and Bonnie duo is also pretty consistent. For this one, I would actually encourage you to use the Elder Bow spell. So Elder Bow spell gives you that additional control to reduce the impact of the second skill in general. Once you reach the Q threshold, the RNG factor of the Elder Bow spell might be able to push the Shroom back and then slow down their offenses and then allow your Shemira or Bonnie to jam in more damage. And Elder Bow additionally provides for that damage amplification with the additional damage to push through in terms of the kills. So that's the idea for using Elder Bow spell for this one. Elder Bow is usually most used with like double ranger comms because of the easy to proc condition with 2 rangers or 2 range damage dealers in general. Okay, so right here, twin started to fall. Okay, our Shemira fell 61 Q, also a possible range for us to secure maximum rewards. And last but not least, let's talk about one last one. This time around, we're going to go with Seth and Shakir with a full Mauler comp. Okay, so Shakir has control immunity with damage reduction for the whole team. Our Seth over here is quite a good, I'll say, like damage dealer for Relentless Rumble in general. So this is the full Mauler team. So this team shouldn't have too much of an issue surviving because you have two sources of damage reduction, one from Shakir, the other one from Coco, and the only thing lacking would be damage because like my Seth is not the most built up and we might not be killing the units as fast as the likes of Shemira or even the likes of Bonnie, right? But in general, this team should be able to secure you that maximum rewards because yeah, you will be able to survive the full duration, and with Seth building out eventually, if you have him built up at least to like Supreme or Supreme Plus tier, he should be able to carry you right here. Okay, we are close to the 40Q. Really nice stuff. Shakir is permanently transformed with the twins with the twins energy regen, so like we're always getting the lupine aura right here. So you get like 3 sources of damage reduction: Dragon Raw, Shakir, Coco. You can see my units just tanking through the full duration. So this is also really good if you have your Seth built up. So the reason for Seth being the carry is also because Seth is, I'll say, a lot better compared to OD, because Seth is faster in the killing of multiple units, whereas OD is like a 1-by-1 throw a poison and try to kill them. So it could be a little bit slow, but this is with regards to the Seth and Shakir combo. Okay, so 57Q right here. So these are the 3 different team ideas you can use for this boss fight to maximize your rewards for the Hoppy Shroom or the Maplestory Mushroom right here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.